watching CNN's response to the X space last night with Elon Musk in a conversation with Donald Trump, it's truly remarkable.
Thing was supposed to start like at the top of the hour, wasn't it?
And the campaign is saying that Trump broke the internet. I'm going to show you a tweet here. This is obvious spin from Donald Trump's team.
No, okay, what we have to do in this conversation, we have to kill the narrative of the internet being broken.
Trump's co-campaign manager tried to put a positive spin on the situation, saying that Trump broke the internet.
Kamala Harris broke the internet when they had over 100,000 white women join a Zoom.
To kill the narrative that there was a DDoS attack.
Musk says he had been testing the servers ahead of time, trying to make sure this would work. We'll find out later what actually went wrong here.
We have to kill the narrative that this was a smart thing to do.
But their conversation on Musk's platform was plagued with technical problems that are overshadowing the interview itself, at least parts of it.
Because of Kamala's recent success, Trump is trying to really pull out every tool in the box. And, you know, he's out of desperation, he's doing this thing with Elon Musk.
I mean, I think the reason why Donald Trump actually came back to X was because of the virility and the viral moments that the vice president had around Brat and the coconut memes.
The effort here to try and play up the delay that occurred as some failure on Elon Musk's part.
But it is embarrassing for Trump because every day he's been attempting a reset lately to try to take on Harris.
Saying, come pay attention to me because I can't get you at my rally.
And them struggling with the rise of this alternative platform that's not CNN and it's not television. And we have to emphasize why good old television is the way to go.
This is why I love good old-fashioned television. It just works, you know? Everything actually works.
Well, and this is why I love television, because television, it just works. It's really interesting to see CNN try and they're like, well, I bet he wished he didn't. I bet Elon wished he didn't fire all those technicians that worked at Twitter now.
This actually does show that streaming can struggle, especially when someone like Musk fired most of the technical staffers at the company formerly known as Twitter. He kind of had this coming.
Yes, there's going to be a lot of discussion around Elon Musk proposing this anti-regulation committee and wasteful spending. They compare this to the president of Argentina, where he came in and he's like, wasteful spending, fuega, like, or whatever, and just rip it off and take a chainsaw to it. And that's what Elon did when he purchased Twitter.
You know, God bless Elon Musk. You know, you could have figured out the issues. If he was actually just paying attention, they would have realized that there are people who are engaging in this election in ways that they haven't engaged before.
I know I've harped a lot about deregulation and why I think deregulation is so important. And they discuss that at length in this conversation. It is what has allowed Elon recognizes that for someone like him who has the resources and has the ambition and has the dreams and the intelligence to execute plans like high-speed rails, but it is illegal due to regulation to even build one of those trains.
If year after year there are more laws and regulations passed and more regulatory bodies created, eventually everything will be illegal.
This is what motivated, in my opinion, Elon to change his tune and to endorse him and to take the actions he's doing now, because Elon has been a victim of similar nonsense.
Musk had emphasized to the super PAC and to its leadership a desire for privacy. He'd been upset, I think, by previous reporting from you and your team that revealed he'd told people he planned to commit about $45 million a month to the group. He was asked about that at one point and said this.
At no point did I say that I was spending $45 million a month for Trump. That was a fiction made up by the Wall Street Journal.
And as we see in this video, they are attacking him equally.
One of the things that we were watching closely to see how this played out when it came to Donald Trump sitting down with Elon Musk. Obviously, you have seen, the way we've all seen, Donald Trump really play into these various conservative, far right-wing conspiracy theories.
They keep talking about these untruths. I don't understand. And the only example that they have given in the first half of this video as far as an untruth is a speculation. I think Trump speculated on Kamala Harris's photos of her rallies.
Both men have heavily trafficked in misinformation and conspiracy theories in recent years. Trump just yesterday making the false claim on social media that there were fake crowd pictures of Kamala Harris's Michigan rally last week.
He says that the crowds at Harris's event were AI generated.
It's like, that's the untruth you're so concerned about?
When Trump has been promoting a right-wing conspiracy theory about Harris's crowds, is it a good idea for him to do an interview with someone known to traffic in misinformation?
This is what will win Trump the election, more so than going to these campaign events, more so than anything that Trump actually says himself. It's the things that people will say in opposition to him. The more that you do this, the more people are just going to say, well, to hell with it, I'm not putting up with this, and then they're going to push back even more. And that just escalates your opposition, and they don't seem to learn. Like, CNN does not seem to learn. They just keep doing it.
But just after the assassination attempt against Trump, Musk endorsed the former president, and Trump now has a different tune.
I respect Elon a lot. He respects me.
Musk has similarly repeatedly embraced false conspiracies, spread misinformation, and
when Trump has been promoting a right-wing conspiracy theory about Harris's crowds, is it a good idea for him to do an interview with someone known to traffic in misinformation?
When I watch things like this, I struggle to comprehend how that this is the baseline of intelligence. This is what I believe. It is easier, it seems to be just a law of nature, that most people will always take the path of least resistance. It's almost like a law of physics. It is easier to be foolish than to be smart. It's just, there's less resistance. Therefore, most people will be foolish. But when I look at something like this, it's difficult for me to even comprehend that these are people that have lived full lives. They have been educated. They do this for a living. They genuinely seem to believe the words that are coming out of their mouths.
Elon Musk tries to present himself as an arbiter of the First Amendment, but that's not what this event tonight is going to be.
Elon Musk seems to have just begun to start his live stream with the former president. There's been a delay.
But then he went on to say that this was a giant server attack and that this shows how much opposition there is to even hearing Donald Trump speak, feeding into yet another conspiracy theory.
I'm concerned every time Donald Trump is platformed.
Elon Musk saying that part of this attack is because there's so much opposition to even hearing Donald Trump speak.
So it is what it is, really. CNN, it is what it is.